God says, I am asking for these 10 minutes of your attention. A blessing of great value is being released today. If you ignore this message, you may miss what is being placed before you. So listen to God now, before the moment passes. I am not speaking to the crowd. I am speaking directly to you. And these next few minutes are connected to a blessing that can change the direction of your entire life. I am telling you clearly that something valuable is being released, and your attention is the doorway that allows it to reach you. If you scroll away or treat this moment lightly, you risk stepping out of alignment with what I have prepared for you today. Stay here with me, because what I am about to unfold is precious. And if you believe this is for you, write 1,111 inches, the comments as a sign of your faith. When I say you will receive 55 million today, I am not only speaking about numbers on paper, but about a level of provision, restoration, and favor that feels impossible by human understanding. I am revealing that a transfer is taking place in the unseen, and it is connected to your obedience in this moment. These 10 minutes are not random. They are a divine appointment that positions your heart to receive what I have already approved. Listen carefully, because understanding the meaning behind this promise will protect you from missing it through doubt or distraction. I am asking for your focused time because your attention has been scattered, and scattered attention weakens faith. I want you steady, calm, and ready to receive, because what I am releasing requires trust and spiritual awareness. Within the next moments, I will explain how this blessing connects to your past struggles, your present obedience, and your future stability. Before I go further, take a second to like this video as a simple act of agreement that you are ready to receive what I am placing in your hands. The 55 million represents more than wealth. It represents compensation for battles you fought in silence. I saw the nights you cried without telling anyone, and I recorded every sacrifice you made when no one applauded you. I am restoring what was drained from you, not only financially, but emotionally and spiritually. This is a day of divine balance, where loss is answered with increase, and shame is replaced with honor. You may wonder why I am urging you so strongly, and it is because blessings can be delayed by unbelief. I am not forcing you, but I am calling you with urgency, because hesitation can cause you to step away from what is already within reach. When I say you may miss it if you ignore this, I mean that agreement matters, and faith activates what I have prepared. Your response in this moment shapes how fully you experience what I am releasing. For years, you have felt overlooked, as if others were moving forward while you remained behind. I allowed certain delays not to punish you, but to prepare you for a level of responsibility that requires maturity. The blessing connected to 55 million is not only money, it is influence, stability, and the ability to help others. I am entrusting you with increase because I have shaped your character through pressure. Do not reduce this to a simple transaction, because this is a covenant moment between you and me. I am aligning opportunities, conversation, and unexpected openings that will begin unfolding quickly. What seems sudden to you has been carefully arranged by my hand over time. Today marks a shift, and your awareness of this shift keeps you from treating it casually. I need your heart steady, not anxious, because fear can cloud discernment. The enemy would like you to dismiss this as impossible, so that you walk away before the door opens. I am strengthening your confidence right now, so that when the opportunity appears, you recognize it as my doing. Receive this with humility, not pride, because the source of this increase is me. You have carried financial strain that felt heavy and unfair. I watched you manage, with little while still choosing kindness and integrity. That faithfulness carries weight in my kingdom, and it is never ignored. The release I am speaking about is tied to that quiet obedience you showed when no one was watching. I am not begging because I lack power, but because I value your free will. I desire your cooperation, your listening ear, and your surrendered heart. These 10 minutes are an invitation into alignment, and alignment unlocks provision. When your heart agrees with my promise, barriers begin to fall. There will be confirmations after this, small signs that show you I am serious. Doors that seemed closed will loosen, and conversations will shift in your favor. Pay attention to what happens today, because I am moving behind scenes you cannot yet see. This is why I urged you not to ignore this, because awareness keeps you positioned for the blessing. As you continue to listen, let go of past disappointments that made you cynical. I am not repeating old cycles. I am initiating a new chapter. The 55 million stands as a symbol of overflow, of restoration beyond what you imagined possible. It is my way of showing you that delay was not denial. I want you to respond with trust, not calculation. Do not try to measure how this will happen, because I operate beyond your limitations. Instead, anchor yourself in confidence that I am capable of fulfilling every word I speak. If you trust me fully in this moment, write 1010 inches in the comments as your declaration of faith. This day is marked in your story as a turning point. I am shifting you from barely surviving to steadily thriving. I am removing the ceiling that has limited your progress and replacing it with open sky. Stay with me through these moments, because the understanding you gain now will help you steward what I am placing in your hands. The 55 million I spoke about is attached to a divine transfer that is already moving toward you, and your continued attention keeps you aligned with it. What if a quick 7-second brain ritual could truly wipe out your debt and fill your life with unstoppable abundance? A shocking CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second ritual now helping ordinary people clear debt and attract unlimited wealth. Verified by 4 top neuroscience labs, this easy at-home method is turning financial problems into dream lifestyles. New homes, cars, vacations. It's all happening for real people. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I want you to understand that wealth in your hands will test your character as much as poverty tested your endurance. When you had little, you learned how to stretch, how to wait, and how to trust without visible proof. Now, I am preparing you to handle abundance without losing humility. The reason I asked for 10 minutes is because preparation is as important as provision, and I refuse to place something great in your life without strengthening your foundation first. There have been moments when you felt forgotten, especially when bills piled up or when opportunities slipped through your fingers. You asked me in your heart why others seemed to receive breakthrough while you stood in delay. I was not ignoring you, and I was not withholding out of cruelty. I was shaping your inner life so that when 55 million arrives in whatever form I choose to deliver it, it will not destroy you, but establish you. Some of what I release today will come through channels you did not expect. It may not fall from the sky, but it will come through decisions, partnerships, and open doors that I orchestrate. I am touching people's minds even now, moving them to consider you, to favor you, to think of you when resources are being distributed. Nothing about this day is accidental, and your name is already being spoken in rooms you have never entered. I also want you to examine your mindset because sometimes you shrink back from large promises. You have learned to expect little so that disappointment hurts less. That survival habit protected you in hard seasons, but it cannot remain in place as I bring you into increase. I am expanding your capacity to believe because small expectations cannot hold a 55 million level blessing. This is not only about your comfort, but about your calling. There are people connected to your future who will benefit from what I place in your hands. I am raising you to be a channel of relief for others, not just a receiver of luxury. When you think about what I am doing, do not think only about your own freedom, but about the impact your freedom will create. You have wondered whether you are worthy of such a promise. I do not measure worthiness the way humans do, and I do not base my generosity on perfection. I look at your willingness to keep going when quitting seemed easier. I look at your heart when you chose integrity over shortcuts. That faithfulness is the soil from which this 55 million blessing grows. Today will hold signs for you. Subtle but real. You will notice shifts in conversations, unexpected encouragement, or ideas that feel unusually clear. Do not dismiss these as coincidence because I am confirming what I have spoken. The more attentive you are, the more you will recognize my fingerprints on your circumstances. I am also asking you to guard your focus from negativity. There will always be voices that mock bold promises and reduce them to fantasy. If you let those voices dominate your thinking, you weaken your own expectation. Protect your belief, because belief is the doorway through which provision enters. In this season, gratitude will accelerate what I am doing, even before you see the full manifestation. I begin to thank me for it. Gratitude signals trust, and trust deepens your partnership with me. I am not asking you to pretend, but to stand confidently in what I have already declared. You may feel a stirring in your spirit right now, a mixture of excitement and nervousness. That stirring is the awareness that something is shifting in your life. Do not let fear interpret that shift as danger. It is growth, and growth often feels unfamiliar at first. As I continue to speak, let your heart settle into assurance. The 55 million is not bait, and it is not a trick. It is a representation of the scale of what I am capable of releasing into your story. If you believe that I am able to do this in your life, write 777 inches the comments as your sign of agreement. I am aligning timing in a way you cannot fully calculate. There are delays that are breaking today, and stagnation that is giving way to movement. What felt stuck will begin to flow, and what seemed blocked will begin to open. Your obedience in listening is part of the key that unlocks that flow. Do not allow impatience to rush you into unwise decisions. Once doors begin to open, sudden increase requires steady judgment. I will guide you step by step, but you must remain close to my voice. The same attention you are giving me now must continue when opportunities appear. Remember that true wealth includes peace. I'm not giving you 55 million in exchange for anxiety or chaos. I am establishing stability, not stress. The blessing I give does not add sorrow, and it does not demand that you abandon your values. You are stepping into a day marked by favor. I am lifting you from a place of barely enough into a place of more than enough. The shift may begin subtly, but it will gain momentum as you continue to trust me. This is why I begged for your 10 minutes, because understanding creates readiness. As this unfolds, resist the urge to boast or broadcast prematurely. Some things must mature quietly before they are publicly. I will reveal at the right time what I am doing in you and through you. For now, focus on alignment and obedience. Your story is not defined by the years of struggle behind you. It is defined by the faith that carried you through them. I am honoring that faith today with a release that will surprise even you. Stay anchored in me and do not drift into doubt. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading everywhere so fast? New CIA leaks have revealed a powerful brain ritual that triggers instant wealth flow. This sept-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly changing lives, from crushing debt to dream vacations. This could be your shortcut to abundance. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I know that part of you still remembers rejection, missed chances, and closed doors. Those memories try to whisper that nothing ever truly changes for you. I am breaking that agreement right now, because your history does not control your future. I have stepped into your timeline, and I am inserting a moment of divine reversal that interrupts every pattern of lack. You may feel unprepared, but I have been preparing you quietly. Every challenge you overcame built resilience, and every delay trained you in patience. When others were celebrating early wins, you were learning endurance. And endurance builds depth. That depth is what will allow you to handle 55 million without being shaken by it. I want you to picture stability replacing uncertainty. I want you to see debts shrinking, opportunities expanding, and confidence rising within you. This is not fantasy. It is a preview of what I am setting in motion. Your imagination has often been used by fear, but now I am redirecting it toward faith. There will be moments today when doubt tries to interrupt your expectation. It may come through a thought that says, "This is too big or too good." When that thought appears, do not entertain it as truth. Replace it with remembrance that I am not limited by what you have seen before. You are stepping into alignment with abundance that has your name on it. Alignment does not mean you become perfect, but it means you remain willing. Stay willing to listen, willing to adjust, and willing to act when I guide you. The blessing is not random, it is relational. I am also purifying your motives as I increase you. I do not want greed to attach itself to this promise. I want generosity, gratitude, and humility to define your response. When wealth flows through clean hands and a steady heart, it multiplies its impact. You may notice new ideas rising in your mind, strategies that feel clearer than before. Pay attention to them because I am stirring creativity within you. The 55 million may be connected to innovation, leadership, or a decision that opens a major door. I am not confined to one method, and my provision often arrives through pathways that stretch your perspective. Do not shrink your prayers after this. Increase invites greater vision. I am not raising you so that you remain small in your thinking. I am expanding your influence because there are assignments attached to your prosperity. As I continue to speak, let your heart rest instead of racing. Anxiety cannot improve what I am doing, and control cannot accelerate it. Trust is the posture that allows you to walk into prepared blessings with peace. Release the need to know every detail before it happens. The scale of what I am releasing may feel overwhelming, but you are not handling it alone. I am walking with you through every stage of this unfolding. When decisions need to be made, I will give clarity. When wisdom is required, I will supply it. I am also restoring your confidence in your own voice. For too long you second-guessed yourself, especially in financial matters. I am sharpening your discernment so that you recognize wise opportunities and avoid deceptive ones. With 55 million level favor comes the need for sharp judgment, and I am equipping you for it. Let this truth settle into you deeply. You are not lucky. You are chosen. I selected you for this increase because I see the full picture of your future. What feels sudden to you has been carefully woven into your story long before this day. When the first signs of manifestation appear, do not panic or rush. Move deliberately and remain anchored in me. Quick blessings still require wise stewardship. I am teaching you not only how to receive, but how to manage and multiply. If your heart is steady and you believe that I am positioning you for something extraordinary, write 555 inches in the comments as your declaration of readiness. Let that act symbolize your agreement with what I am shaping in your life. Agreement strengthens alignment, and alignment accelerates fulfillment. You will not be the same person by the end of this day. Even before the full financial shift becomes visible, your mindset is changing. You are beginning to see yourself as capable, worthy, and supported. That internal shift is just as important as the external increase. There are people who once doubted you, who will witness your elevation. I do not raise you to humiliate others, but to reveal my faithfulness. Your breakthrough will stand as quiet proof that patience and trust are never wasted. Those who underestimated you will see the fruit of your perseverance. Guard your heart from pride when that moment comes. Remember the nights you depended fully on me. Let humility remain your anchor, even as abundance surrounds you. True greatness is measured by character, not numbers. I am also healing your relationship with money itself. In the past, it may have represented stress or scarcity. Now, it will represent stewardship and opportunity. I am reframing it in your mind so that it becomes a tool for purpose rather than a source of fear. You are stepping into a space where stability replaces survival mode. You will make decisions from strength instead of desperation. That shift alone will transform the way you move through life. It will affect your relationships, your work, and your confidence. Do not let past failures try to predict your future. I am rewriting your trajectory in ways you could not engineer on your own. The 55 million stands as a sign that nothing is impossible when I decide to act. Your role is to stay receptive and obedient as this unfolds. Keep your heart sensitive to my guidance. There will be subtle nudges, timely reminders, and inner convictions that protect and direct you. Stay close to my voice, because nearness brings clarity. If you are determined to remain aligned with me as this blessing begins to manifest, write 999 inches the comments as your sign of commitment. Let that commitment show that you intend to walk in wisdom, not only excitement. I am not only bringing increase into your life, I am shaping you into someone who can carry it well. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many people are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has now surfaced, revealing a brain-hacking ritual said to draw wealth like magic. It only takes 7 seconds. You can do it at home, and it is supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are leaving debt behind and stepping into luxury right now. But this information will not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. There were seasons when you prayed only for survival, asking me to carry you through the week or through the month. I heard those prayers, and I sustained you, even when the answers seemed small. Now the scale is changing, and you are moving beyond survival into establishment. Establishment means roots that run deep and branches that stretch wide. I want you to notice how fear is beginning to lose its grip. The more you listen, the less impossible this begins to feel. That is not manipulation. It is alignment. When your heart comes into agreement with my will, confidence begins replacing hesitation. The 55 million represents a level of freedom that changes how you wake up each morning. It means decisions made from choice instead of pressure. It means no longer feeling trapped by circumstances that once controlled your mood and your direction. I am dismantling that old pressure system and replacing it with stability. Do not think I overlooked the sacrifices you made to keep going. I saw you hold back tears while still showing up. I saw you give even when you felt empty. Those moments were not wasted. And today they are part of the reason this transfer is justified. You may feel a mixture of hope and caution right now. Hope says this could be real, while caution warns you not to expect too much. I understand both reactions, but I am inviting you to lean into hope. Hope connected to me is never foolish. I am also teaching you that wealth does not have to corrupt you. Many people fear increase because they have seen others lose themselves in it. I am shaping you differently, anchoring you in gratitude and compassion. The same heart that endured hardship will now manage abundance with wisdom. As the day unfolds, stay alert to opportunities that feel significant. They may come disguised as simple conversations or unexpected invitations. I am weaving circumstances together with precision. When you sense peace about a step, move with quiet confidence. The 55 million promise is tied to acceleration. Things that moved slowly before will begin to gain speed. You will notice quicker responses, clearer pathways, and doors opening without the resistance you once faced. Acceleration may feel surprising, but it is the result of long preparation. Remember that increase also magnifies influence. Your words will carry more weight, and your decisions will affect more people. Handle that influence carefully and kindly. I am expanding your reach because I trust your heart. There is a temptation that comes with sudden change, and that temptation is to prove something. You do not need to prove your worth to anyone. Your elevation is not a performance. It is a testimony. Let your life speak quietly instead of loudly. You may soon look back at this moment and realize it marked a turning point. What seemed like a simple request for 10 minutes was actually a doorway into transformation. I urged you strongly because timing matters. Missing a moment of alignment can delay what has already been prepared. Your environment will begin reflecting your internal shift. Where there was tension, there will be calm. Where there was confusion, there will be clarity. This is not only about financial gain, it is about complete restoration. If you sense that something in your life is beginning to turn in your favor, write 1212 in the comments as your sign of expectancy. Let that act reflect your willingness to step fully into what I am doing. Expectancy keeps your heart open and alert. I am also guarding you from deception. Not every opportunity that looks large is from me. That is why your closeness to my voice is essential. I will give you discernment so that you accept what is true and reject what is counterfeit. The 55 million level blessing may not appear in one dramatic moment, but it will manifest through a series of aligned events. Do not despise gradual unfolding. Gradual growth often lasts longer and builds stronger foundations. Trust the pace I set. You have endured seasons where it felt like nothing was moving. Those seasons were not empty. They were formative. I was building patience, resilience, and perspective. Now those qualities will serve you as you handle expansion. Your relationships may also shift as your circumstances change. Some people will celebrate you sincerely, while others may struggle with your elevation. Respond with grace in both cases. Do not let bitterness enter your heart because bitterness weakens blessing. I am not lifting you to isolate you, but to position you. Position brings responsibility, and responsibility requires maturity. You have grown more than you realize. The very fact that you are still listening shows your desire for wisdom over impulse. Let your gratitude remain visible. Speak thanks before you see the full manifestation. Gratitude keeps your focus on the source rather than the resource. I am your provider, and I will continue to be your guide. There will be moments when reality seems unchanged at first glance. Do not interpret that as failure. Shifts often begin in unseen realms before they surface visibly. Stay patient, because what I have spoken is anchored in my authority. If you are ready to walk carefully and faithfully as this promise unfolds, write 1,555 inches, the comments, as your declaration of steadiness. Let that declaration remind you that excitement must be balanced with wisdom. I am giving you both opportunity and understanding. The begging I spoke of at the beginning was an expression of urgency rooted in love. I did not want distraction to rob you of alignment. You are too close to break through to drift away now. Remain attentive, because what is unfolding is larger than a single day. The 55 million is not a random number thrown into the air. It symbolizes magnitude, restoration, and overflow beyond past limitation. I am demonstrating that I can exceed your expectations dramatically. You are entering a chapter defined by increase rather than lack. For a long time you have felt as though you were living under a ceiling that you could not break. No matter how hard you worked or how sincerely you prayed, progress seemed limited. I allowed that ceiling to remain until your character could support what lies above it. Now that preparation has reached its fullness, and I am lifting what once constrained you. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into fortune? A covert CIA finding exposes a strange 7-second ritual that activates money, attracting brainwaves on autopilot, supported by science and 4 elite labs. This home ritual is turning struggling people into dream lifestyle owners, but this page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted from the internet forever. The urgency in my voice is not pressure. It is protection. I know how easily distraction can steal alignment. A few careless moments can cause you to overlook what is quietly unfolding in your favor. That is why I asked for your focused time, because focus sharpens your awareness of my movement. The 55 million promise represents release from cycles that drained you. It speaks to debts erased, opportunities multiplied, and influence expanded. It is a sign that the season of barely enough is ending. I am transitioning you into more than enough, and that transition requires trust. You may still feel a small voice inside that questions whether this could truly happen for you. That voice was shaped by disappointment, not by my nature. I am not defined by your past outcomes. I am defined by limitless power and faithful intention. Today, I am strengthening your expectation. Expectation is not arrogance. It is confidence in my ability. When you expect goodness from me, you align yourself with my character. That alignment keeps you steady, even when external signs are still forming. There are forces that prefer you remain small, quiet, and unnoticed. Increase disrupts that narrative. When I elevate you, it exposes the lie that you were destined to struggle endlessly. Your rise becomes proof that faithfulness is rewarded. Do not confuse patience with passivity. You have waited, but you have also remained active in obedience. That obedience is what positions you now. The 55 million is not detached from your effort. It is connected to it. I am also cleansing your fear of loss. Sometimes when people have lived with little, they become anxious about losing even a small gain. I am replacing that anxiety with assurance. What I give you, I will help you protect and grow. As this unfolds, Guard your thoughts carefully. Thoughts shape your actions, and actions shape your outcomes. If doubt tries to anchor itself in your mind, confront it with remembrance of my faithfulness. You have survived too much to shrink back now. The coming increase may change how others perceive you. Some will admire you. Some may misunderstand you. Do not let their opinions control your peace. Your identity is rooted in me, not in applause or criticism. If your heart feels ready to fully step into what I am doing, write 222 inches the comments as your sign of agreement. Let that act remind you that you are not alone in this process. Agreement with me creates strength within you. I am aligning resources in ways that defy your previous experience. You may notice that things which once required great struggle begin to flow with less resistance. That ease is not coincidence. It is favor. Favor removes friction from your path. At the same time, I will continue refining your judgment. Sudden access to larger opportunities requires discernment. I will not leave you without guidance. Stay attentive to my inner nudges, because they will protect you from costly mistakes. The 55 million promise also speaks to restoration of dignity. Financial strain often erodes confidence quietly. I am rebuilding your sense of stability so that you stand upright again. Your posture in life will change. As security replaces uncertainty, you are not stepping into this alone. I am coordinating circumstances beyond your sight. There are conversations happening that you have not heard. Decisions being made that will affect you positively. Trust that my reach extends further than your awareness. As you move forward, resist the temptation to rush the process. Growth that is forced can become fragile. I am building something solid, something that lasts beyond a moment of excitement. Stability is more valuable than speed. The begging at the beginning was a call to attention because timing is delicate. Missing alignment can delay manifestation. You chose to stay, and that choice matters more than you realize. Every moment of listening strengthens the bridge between promise and fulfillment. If you feel gratitude rising within you, even before you see the full result, write 1,717 inches the comments as your declaration of thankfulness. Gratitude before evidence is a powerful expression of trust. It signals that your faith is anchored deeply. I am also healing your relationship with success. In the past, you may have associated success with pressure or isolation. I am redefining it for you as stewardship and opportunity. Success in my hands becomes a tool for blessing others. Your household will feel the ripple of this shift. Peace will settle where tension once lived. Confidence will replace quiet worry. The 55 million level blessing extends beyond you and touches those connected to you. You may soon look back at the struggles that once felt endless and see them differently. They were training grounds, not punishments. They prepared you for responsibility. Now responsibility is arriving with provision attached. Remain anchored in humility as the doors open. Do not forget the source of your increase. Wealth that forgets its source loses its stability. Keep your heart close to me, and your steps will remain steady. I am not exaggerating when I speak of magnitude. I am demonstrating that my capacity exceeds your imagination. The number 55 million is a signpost pointing to overflow beyond calculation. You are stepping into territory you once thought unreachable. Do not allow fear to whisper that this is too good to last. I am not giving you a fleeting gift. I am establishing you in sustained favor. Stay attentive, stay grateful, and stay obedient. You are now standing at the edge of manifestation, and the atmosphere around your life is changing, even if you cannot measure it yet. The 55 million I declared is no longer just a spoken promise in your ears. It is becoming movement in your reality. I am shifting structures, loosening barriers, and rearranging outcomes in ways that will soon become visible. Stay steady, because this is the stage where impatience can try to interfere. Why are so many claiming this CIA ritual changed their life in just 7 seconds? This leaked CIA ritual is the real deal, and it's potent, a 7-second brainwave hack, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping regular people leap from broke to abundant. Dream homes, cars, trips. It's all within reach, but this video could disappear any time from the internet. So, click the link in the description and comments now to see it before it's gone forever. There is something powerful about the moment just before breakthrough. It can feel quiet, almost ordinary, yet beneath that surface, something is aligning with precision. That is where you are right now. Do not misinterpret calm as absence of action. I am working beneath what you can see, and I am working with exact timing. The reason I begged for your 10 minutes at the beginning was because alignment must come before arrival. If I handed you the 55 million without adjusting your heart, the weight of it could overwhelm you, but now you are thinking differently, believing differently, and standing differently. That inner transformation ensures that when the outer change arrives, you will handle it with wisdom. You have learned how to endure lack, and now you must learn how to manage abundance. Both require discipline. Lack taught you restraint and creativity. Abundance will require foresight and generosity. I am also teaching you that this increase is not for comparison. Do not measure your blessing against someone else's journey. Your path is unique, and the scale of what I am giving you is tailored to your assignment. Stay focused on your lane because comparison steals peace. There may be subtle confirmations today that feel almost too small to mention. A conversation that opens a possibility, an unexpected idea that connects pieces together, a sense of relief that replaces quiet worry. These are not accidents. They are signs that the current is shifting in your favor. The 55 million promises attached to acceleration, but acceleration must be matched with stability. I am strengthening your judgment so that speed does not cause recklessness. When doors open quickly, step through them with wisdom. You do not need to rush when I am the one guiding you. Your faith has grown during this time. At first, the promise felt bold and almost distant. Now, it feels possible, even close. That change in perception is part of the miracle. When your heart expands, your capacity expands with it. I am restoring years that felt unproductive. What seemed wasted will prove to have been preparation. You will look back and realize that nothing was lost, only redirected. The 55 million level of increase is compensation for more than finances. It is restoration of momentum. Some people around you may not fully understand what is happening. They may sense that something is changing, but they will not see the full picture yet. That is all right. Not everyone needs to understand your season. What matters is that you remain aligned with me. If you feel within yourself that this is a turning point, write 1,919 inches the comments as your sign of conviction. Let that act remind you that you are stepping forward with confidence, not hesitation. Conviction strengthens your posture. I am also guarding your heart from anxiety as the shift unfolds. When circumstances begin to change, it is easy to overthink every detail. Resist that urge. I am able to manage the complexity behind the scenes. The 55 million is symbolic of magnitude, but it is also serious in its meaning. I am not speaking casually. I am revealing that what is coming carries real weight and real impact. Treat it with reverence, not excitement alone. Your responsibility will increase alongside your resources. I will place you in positions where your decisions influence more people than before. That is why humility remains essential. Humility keeps you grounded when influence expands. There were times when you felt invisible. Your efforts seemed unnoticed and your prayers seemed unanswered. I was watching even when you felt unseen. Today is part of my answer to those quiet seasons. You are not receiving this because you demanded it, but because you endured faithfully. Endurance has a reward. And today you are approaching that reward. Do not shrink back at the threshold. Walk forward steadily. There may be moments when the manifestation surprises you with its speed. Do not panic when things begin moving quickly. Quick movement after long delay is natural. Trust that the same hand that prepared you is guiding you. I want you to remain generous in spirit. As increase touches your life, let kindness flow through you. Wealth that hardens the heart becomes heavy. Wealth that softens the heart multiplies blessing. If you are determined to carry this blessing with integrity, write Amen in the comments as your declaration of alignment. Let that word represent your agreement to walk in wisdom and gratitude. Agreement keeps your heart anchored. The season of scraping by is closing. The season of structured stability is opening. You will feel it in your decisions, your tone, and your confidence. Stability is not only financial, it is emotional and spiritual. I am also adjusting your expectations about timing. Some aspects may appear suddenly, while others may unfold in stages. Do not mistake gradual unfolding for delay. Growth that unfolds in stages often lasts longer. You have asked for relief, and relief is coming. You have asked for expansion, and expansion is arriving. You have asked for proof of my presence, and this shift will become part of that proof. Stay attentive, because you are walking through a doorway you once only imagined. The 55 million promise stands firm. It is not fading, weakening, or retreating. It is advancing toward manifestation in ways that align with my wisdom. Continue guarding your focus and maintaining your faith. Your posture right now matters more than you know. Confidence mixed with humility creates stability. Gratitude mixed with expectation creates joy. Stay balanced as you move forward. That tension is natural when transition is happening. Stay grounded, because this is the moment where steadiness matters most. I am shifting your internal language. You used to speak from limitation, often saying certain things were not for you. Now I am teaching you to speak from promise. What you declare about your life begins to align with what I am declaring over it. This alignment creates harmony between heaven's intention and your daily expectation. There are structures in your life being quietly repositioned. Financial patterns that once repeated are breaking. Cycles of barely making it are losing their hold. I am establishing new patterns rooted in consistency and increase. The 55 million level blessing represents a permanent upgrade, not a temporary lift. What is really behind the 7-second brain technique that is making headlines and creating new millionaires? A stunning CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second brain ritual that's helping normal people wipe out debt and attract serious wealth, with proof from 4 neuroscience labs. This at-home method is turning financial stress into dream living. Homes, cars, vacations. It's all happening. But the government could take this down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You may look around and see that everything appears the same. Do not let appearance deceive you. Some of the most significant shifts begin invisibly. Roots grow underground before branches become visible. I am also teaching you emotional maturity for this new season. Wealth amplifies whatever is already inside a person. That is why I have been refining your character before releasing this increase. I am ensuring that generosity, patience, and gratitude are deeply rooted within you. You will soon notice a new level of confidence rising in you. It will not be loud or arrogant, but steady and calm. That confidence is a sign that you are stepping into your rightful place. The 55 million promise is connected to identity as much as it is to provision. Do not allow fear of responsibility to make you hesitate. Responsibility is not a burden when it is carried with my guidance. I will not place more on you than you are able to manage with my help. Trust that I know your capacity better than you do. The urgency I showed at the beginning was because alignment windows do not stay open forever. You chose to stay and listen. And that choice positioned you correctly. Many drift away just before the breakthrough. You remained attentive. And that attentiveness matters deeply. I want you to see this as a partnership. I am the source, but you are the steward. Stewardship requires wisdom, patience, and courage. The 55 million level increase will open doors that require all three. As things begin to move, resist the urge to announce every detail prematurely. Some blessings grow best in quiet seasons before public display. I am teaching you discernment about when to speak and when to remain silent. Silence can protect what excitement might expose too early. If you feel within your heart that something is stabilizing and aligning, write 777 inches, the comments, as your confirmation of readiness. Let that act represent your calm agreement rather than frantic excitement. Calm faith is powerful. I am also preparing you for influence beyond finances. People will begin to look to you for guidance and insight. Your journey through hardship will give your words weight. The same experiences that once hurt you will now equip you to lead others wisely. Do not forget where you came from. Memory keeps humility alive. When the 55 million manifests in visible ways, remember the nights when you had to trust me without evidence. That remembrance will guard your heart. There will be opportunities that require quick decisions. Stay close to my voice in those moments. Quick decisions do not have to be rushed decisions. When you sense peace, move forward confidently. I am dismantling hidden fears that you might sabotage your own blessing. You are not destined to ruin what I give you. I am strengthening your discipline and clarity. You are capable of carrying this responsibly. Your environment will slowly begin to reflect your inner shift. Tension will ease. Possibilities will multiply. Conversations will take on a different tone. The 55 million is symbolic of magnitude, but it also speaks to restoration in areas beyond money. Emotional wounds are being healed. Confidence is being restored. Stability is being established in places that once felt fragile. If gratitude is rising within you, even before you see the full manifestation, write 1,212 inches, the comments, as your declaration of trust. Let that declaration anchor your heart in thankfulness. Gratitude sustains blessing. You are not receiving this because you are flawless. You are receiving it because you remained faithful. Faithfulness is the bridge between promise and fulfillment. You walked across that bridge step by step. As the manifestation unfolds, keep your priorities clear. Wealth must never replace relationship with me. I am your foundation, not the resources I give you. When your foundation remains strong, everything built upon it stands firm. You may soon experience moments that feel surreal. When they come, do not doubt them. Accept them as the natural outcome of long preparation. Surreal moments often follow seasons of deep endurance. I am reinforcing your sense of security. Security that comes from me is not fragile. It does not crumble with one setback. It is steady because it is anchored in my character. The 55 million promise stands unshaken. What I declared remains active and advancing. Stay patient for these final adjustments. Alignment is reaching completion. Your posture right now should be steady confidence mixed with humility. Do not swing between extreme excitement and sudden doubt. Balance will protect you. Stability will sustain you. I am not finished shaping you, even as I release increase. Growth continues alongside blessing. That is how I ensure that what I give you multiplies rather than diminishes. The season of waiting is giving way to the season of receiving. The begging I expressed was an act of love, not weakness. I wanted you fully present for this shift. You are present and you are prepared. You have grown during this unfolding more than you realize. At the beginning, your faith was mixed with hesitation. Now your belief feels stronger, calmer, more rooted. That shift is not small. It means your heart is aligning fully with what I am releasing. There are final adjustments happening beneath the surface. Agreements are being finalized. Pathways are being cleared. Timelines are synchronizing in ways you cannot track. Trust that my coordination is precise. The 55 million level blessing represents establishment, not excitement alone. Excitement fades quickly, but establishment creates lasting change. I am anchoring you in stability, so that what comes to you stays with you. This is not a temporary wave. It is a foundational shift. You may notice a deeper sense of peace settling within you. That peace is a sign that you are no longer resisting the scale of what is coming. Peace replaces internal conflict. Peace prepares you to carry weight without trembling. Is it finally time to try the same CIA secret ritual that's changing lives in seconds? This newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual transforming lives overnight. Scientifically validated by 4 neuroscience labs, it rewires your mind to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and exotic travel. But this secret won't be online much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently removed. Do not be surprised if your perspective on money begins to change dramatically. Where you once saw limitation, you now see possibility. Where you once felt pressure, you now sense opportunity. I am renewing your thinking so that your mindset matches your new season. There were years when you felt like you were building with fragile materials. One setback could undo months of effort. I am replacing that fragility with structure. The 55 million promise signals a level of security that cannot be easily shaken. Stay alert to the subtle cues around you today. A shift in someone's tone, an unexpected contact, a door that opens without resistance. These are not random details. They are threads in the larger design I am weaving. I am also strengthening your restraint. Sudden access to large resources can tempt impulsive decisions. I am embedding patience within you so that you move wisely. Wisdom will protect what excitement might endanger. The urgency I expressed at the beginning was because alignment windows are delicate. You chose to remain attentive, and that attentiveness kept you positioned. Many miss their moment because they drift away too soon. You stayed present. If your spirit feels anchored and steady right now, write 555 inches the comments as your declaration of grounded faith. Let that act symbolize your stability rather than haste. Stability keeps blessing intact. You are not stepping into this season to prove anyone wrong. You are stepping into it because it is your appointed time. Your story required preparation that others could not see. Now, the fruit of that preparation is near. I am dismantling the last fragments of scarcity thinking. Scarcity taught you to expect loss. I am teaching you to expect increase. Increase does not mean wastefulness. It means confidence that supply is sufficient. The 55 million promise also represents restored dignity. Financial strain can quietly chip away at self-assurance. I am rebuilding that assurance from the inside out. You will stand differently because you feel secure. As manifestation approaches, keep your gratitude visible. Gratitude before evidence is powerful. Gratitude after evidence is honorable. Let thankfulness frame your entire response. There will be conversations soon that shift your direction significantly. Enter those moments calmly. Listen carefully. Speak thoughtfully. Your words will carry more influence than before. I am also teaching you how to protect what you receive. Not every detail needs to be shared widely. Some blessings grow stronger in quiet stewardship. Discretion will be one of your greatest allies. The 55 million level blessing is tied to purpose beyond personal comfort. You will have the capacity to create impact. Impact requires clarity. Stay clear about why you are being elevated. If gratitude is rising strongly in you, even before full evidence appears, write 1010 inches, the comments as your sign of trust. Let that word anchor you in agreement with my timing. Trust keeps anxiety from taking control. You are entering a season where you will no longer make decisions from fear of lack. You will decide from a place of strength. That change alone will transform your life. Strength changes posture, tone, and outcome. I am closing old doors that once limited you. I am sealing chapters that were defined by struggle. Closure makes room for expansion. Expansion cannot thrive in cluttered history. There may be moments where the speed of change feels surprising. Do not interpret speed as instability. Speed after long preparation is natural. What took years to build internally can manifest externally in a short time. Remember that influence requires humility. The higher you rise, the more important humility becomes. Let memory of past hardship keep your heart compassionate. Compassion will guide your stewardship. You have carried responsibilities quietly for a long time. Soon those responsibilities will feel lighter. Provision reduces strain. Relief will replace constant calculation. The 55 million promise stands firm, not weakened by time or doubt. It is anchored in my authority. What I speak does not dissolve. It advances until fulfillment. Stay centered as the final pieces align. Avoid sudden swings between excitement and suspicion. Balanced faith will carry you through the transition smoothly. Balance is strength. I am not finished shaping you, even as I release this increase. Growth continues alongside blessing. That is how I ensure sustainability. Sustainability is more valuable than spectacle. The season you are stepping into will feel different from anything before it. Stability will become normal rather than rare. Peace will replace constant pressure. Confidence will replace quiet anxiety. You are now at the threshold where anticipation turns into encounter. The 55 million I declared is no longer a distant promise unfolding slowly in the background. It is pressing into your present moment with substance. I am steadying your breathing, calming your thoughts, and strengthening your posture so that you do not shrink back when you see what is happening. This is where preparation meets fulfillment. There is a difference between hoping something might happen and recognizing that it is happening. You are crossing from hope into recognition. Recognition requires awareness. That is why I insisted on your attention from the beginning. You may notice a strange calm inside you right now. That calm is not indifference. It is readiness. When the heart is ready, it does not panic at increase. The 55 million level blessing carries weight, and I am ensuring you can carry that weight without trembling. I am reinforcing your judgment, your patience, and your restraint. Wealth handled without wisdom can collapse quickly. Wealth handled with wisdom builds legacy. There were moments in your past when even small, unexpected expenses felt overwhelming. I remember how your thoughts would race and your sleep would thin. Those seasons shaped endurance in you. Now, endurance is being paired with abundance. I am also closing the chapter of constant financial anxiety. Anxiety drains energy and clouds discernment. I am replacing it with assurance that feels steady and grounded. Assurance allows you to make decisions clearly. 30 seconds left. Your case has been closed, and you will not believe why. God says, I am pleading with you not to ignore this. It is very urgent, so listen to God now before the moment passes. I am telling you clearly that time in the Spirit has reached a critical point, and what is happening around you is not random. It is the closing of a long battle that has been fought over your life. In these next moments, I am settling what has stood against you. If you scroll past this, you may miss a turning point that I prepared for you with great care. Stay and listen closely, because what I am revealing will unlock relief, protection, and a breakthrough you have prayed for through secret tears. If your heart is open right now, comment Amen to show that you receive what I am about to do. I am not speaking to the crowd. I am speaking directly to you, because your case has been reviewed in heaven, and the verdict has shifted in your favor. When I say your case is closed, I mean the accusations, delays, and hidden resistance that tried to define your story no longer have authority over your future. The enemy believed he had evidence against you, pointing to your past mistakes and moments of weakness. But I have covered you with mercy and rewritten the outcome. The clock that once seemed to count down toward loss is now counting down toward release and restoration. That is why I am urging you not to ignore these words, because understanding this moment will change how you step into tomorrow. Within these next few breaths, invisible chains are being broken by my hand. The urgency is not meant to frighten you, but to awaken you, because you have been standing at the edge of a breakthrough without realizing how close you truly are. For months, maybe even years, you have felt as though something important was pending, like a decision was hanging in the air over your life. I am the one who has been reviewing every detail, weighing every tear, and listening to every whisper of your heart. Now I am announcing that the review is complete, and the ruling is final. Before you go any further, take a moment to like this video as a simple act of faith that you believe I am working for you even now. Your case being closed means the season of constant defense is ending, and a season of divine confirmation is beginning. You have been trying to explain yourself to people who never intended to understand you, but I have already defended your name in places you cannot see. Doors that were held shut by unseen hands are losing their grip because I have spoken a higher word over you. The urgency comes from the fact that how you respond in these moments will shape how boldly you walk into what I have prepared. I am asking you to listen until the end, because the next steps require courage and trust. There were spiritual contracts that tried to bind you to failure, patterns that repeated through your family, and thoughts that convinced you struggle was your permanent portion. I have stepped into that courtroom and declared that those patterns end with you. The enemy counted on your exhaustion to make you quit just before the verdict changed. But I have been strengthening you quietly for this exact moment. What you thought was delay was actually my protection while I arranged what needed to be arranged. Now the final stamp has been placed, and it carries my authority and my love. You may not feel fireworks or hear thunder, but do not confuse calm with absence, because I am moving deeply and decisively. The closing of your case means debts in the spirit are being cleared and accusations are being silenced. It means that what was once used to shame, you will soon be used to reveal my grace over your life. I am turning evidence of pain into proof of purpose. That is why this is urgent, because I want you to align your thoughts with what I have already settled. I saw the nights you lay awake, replaying conversations and worrying about outcomes you could not control. I saw how you carried guilt longer than necessary and blamed yourself for things that were never fully your fault. In my court, mercy speaks louder than regret, and grace stands stronger than condemnation. I am not ignoring your flaws, but I am choosing to redeem them instead of punish them. Your case is closed because I have decided that restoration will speak louder than your past. The countdown of 30 seconds is symbolic of how quickly I can shift circumstances when the time is right. You have been conditioned to expect slow change, but I am not limited by human timelines or opinions. When I move, years of stagnation can dissolve in moments, and confusion can give way to clarity without warning. I am asking you to prepare your heart for sudden goodness that may surprise you. Comment 777 as a declaration that you trust my timing and my power. Do not underestimate the importance of staying spiritually alert right now. The enemy would prefer that you dismiss this as just another passing word because distraction is one of his strongest tools. I am cutting through that distraction and speaking directly to your spirit so that you recognize my voice. The urgency is love wrapped in intensity because I refuse to let you miss what I am doing. I am closing what tried to crush you so that I can open what will lift you. Your future is not on trial anymore, and that alone should bring peace to your restless thoughts. You have feared that one wrong step could undo everything, but I have already counted for your humanity in my plans. I am not building your destiny on your perfection, but on my faithfulness. The case is closed, not because you earned it flawlessly, but because I chose to intervene powerfully. This is the moment where you stop bracing for impact and start expecting favor. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money, struggles into fortune? A covert CIA finding exposes a strange 7-second ritual that activates money-attracting brainwaves on autopilot, supported by science and 4 elite labs. This home ritual is turning struggling people into dream lifestyle owners. But this page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted from the internet forever. You are stepping into the reality of what I have already decided, and that is why your heart feels both calm and unsettled at the same time. Something within you senses that a chapter has ended, even if your eyes have not yet seen the physical proof. I am asking you to trust that the spiritual decision has already been made, and the natural results are now aligning with it. When I say your case is closed, I mean the opposition that argued for your defeat has been dismissed. I have silenced voices that tried to predict your downfall, and I am strengthening you to walk in confidence instead of fear. For too long you carried the weight of uncertainty, wondering if your prayers were strong enough or your faith was consistent enough. I was never measuring you the way you measured yourself. I was looking at your heart, at the sincerity behind your tears, and the quiet hope you refused to let die. The enemy tried to present your weaknesses as final evidence, but I presented my mercy as the greater truth. That is why the outcome shifted. Not because you were flawless, but because I am faithful. You may notice that certain pressures are easing without explanation. Conversations that once triggered anxiety will no longer have the same effect on you. Situations that seemed immovable will begin to adjust in subtle but undeniable ways. This is not coincidence. It is the ripple effect of a decision made in your favor. When heaven closes a case, the earth eventually reflects it. I want you to understand that this is also a call to maturity. The case being closed does not mean you return to old habits or entertain old fears. It means you rise into the identity I have already declared over you. You are no longer a defendant trying to survive judgment. You are a child walking under my covering. That shift in mindset will change how you respond to everything around you. There were moments when you believed the silence meant rejection. You interpreted delay as disapproval and hardship as punishment. I never abandoned you in those seasons. I was building strength within you while the process unfolded beyond your sight. Now you will begin to see why certain doors stayed closed, because better ones are about to open. The urgency I spoke with earlier is still real, because how you think and speak in this season matters deeply. If you continue to speak like someone on trial, you will miss the freedom I have given you. I need you to speak like someone who has been cleared and chosen. Your words must begin to align with my verdict. When doubt tries to return, remind yourself that the case is already closed. You have been protected from outcomes that could have harmed you more than you realize. There were plans formed against you that never reached completion because I intervened quietly. There were accusations spoken in rooms you never entered, and I answered them without you needing to defend yourself. I was working on your behalf, even when you felt alone. That protection has not ended. It is increasing. This next phase will require courage, because freedom can feel unfamiliar when you have lived in tension for so long. You became used to bracing yourself for disappointment. You learned to expect delay as a normal part of your story. I am teaching you to expect favor instead. That shift will take intention, but I am guiding you through it step by step. Do not rush ahead in anxiety trying to force results. What I have decided will unfold in the right time and in the right order. Trust that the same hand that closed the case is the hand arranging your next opportunity. You do not need to fight battles that are no longer yours to fight. Rest in the authority of my decision. Comment 1212 as a simple declaration that you trust what I have already settled over your life. I want you to notice the peace that is beginning to replace your panic. That peace is not weakness. It is confirmation. When I bring closure, I also bring clarity. You will start to see connections you could not see before. Understanding how even painful events were shaping you for something greater. Nothing was wasted. Not even your tears. There are relationships that will shift because of this new season. Some people who were comfortable with you when you doubted yourself may feel unsettled when you walk in confidence. Do not shrink to keep others comfortable. The closing of your case was not meant to be hidden. It is meant to free you to live honestly and boldly. You are not the same person who entered the battle. The process refined you, humbled you, and taught you to depend on me in ways you never had before. That growth is part of the reason the verdict changed. You learned to seek me before reacting. You learned to wait instead of forcing outcomes. Those lessons have strengthened your foundation. I am also removing internal accusations. Sometimes the loudest voice against you was your own. You replayed mistakes and rehearsed regrets, holding yourself hostage to moments that I had already forgiven. I am releasing you from that self-condemnation. The case is closed, not only in the spiritual realm, but within your own heart. The next opportunities that come to you will test whether you truly believe this shift has happened. You may be offered a chance that once would have intimidated you. You may feel a nudge to step into something new. Do not retreat because of old fear. Remember that you are no longer under accusation. You are under assignment. There will also be confirmation through unexpected encouragement. Someone may speak words that affirm what I have been telling you. A door may open that you thought was permanently shut. Finances may begin to stabilize in ways that surprise you. These are signs that the spiritual decision is manifesting in the natural. Why are so many claiming this CIA ritual changed their life in just 7 seconds? This leaked CIA ritual is the real deal, and it's potent. A 7-second brainwave hack, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping regular people leap from broke to abundant. Dream homes, cars, trips. It's all within reach. But this video could disappear any time from the internet. So, click the link in the description and comments now to see it before it's gone forever. Stay close to me in this season. Closure is not the end of your relationship with me. It is the beginning of a deeper one. Now that you are not consumed with defending yourself, you can focus on growing with me. You can listen more clearly and move more confidently. I am inviting you into partnership, not just protection. Comment 555 as an act of faith that you are stepping into grace and new beginnings. You are favored, not because you avoided every mistake, but because I chose to cover you. You are protected, not because the world is gentle, but because my hand is strong. You are chosen, not because you are perfect, but because I love you deeply and intentionally. Let that truth sink into your thoughts until it reshapes your confidence. The enemy may attempt one last whisper of doubt, trying to convince you that nothing has really changed. Recognize that voice for what it is. It is the echo of a battle that has already been decided. Do not give attention to echoes when the final word has already been spoken. As you move forward, carry this awareness with you. Walk into rooms knowing that heaven has already cleared your name. Approach opportunities with the understanding that you are supported in ways you cannot see. Face challenges remembering that they no longer define your identity. The case is closed, and what stands before you now is a future that I have secured. The closing of your case also means the narrative about your life is changing. For a long time, you felt labeled by struggle, known more for what went wrong than for what went right. That label is being removed. I am restoring your identity so that it reflects who you truly are in me, not who you were in a moment of weakness. The story that follows you from now on will carry the mark of redemption instead of regret. There were times you questioned whether I truly saw what you were enduring. You wondered if your prayers reached beyond the ceiling, or if your cries were lost in silence. I saw everything with precision and care. I recorded every tear and every whispered hope. I did not rush the process because timing was part of your protection. I want you to realize that the urgency was also about alignment. When a case is closed in heaven, the heart must align quickly so that you do not sabotage what has been granted. Fear can try to reopen what I have sealed. Doubt can attempt to relitigate what I have already resolved. You must refuse to revisit battles that no longer have authority over you. There are habits of thought that developed during your struggle. You became cautious in ways that limited your growth. You learned to expect less, so that disappointment would hurt less. I am gently stretching you beyond those limits now. You cannot live like someone under threat when I have already secured your freedom. In this new season, I am calling you to move with intention. Decisions that once felt overwhelming will become clearer because the pressure has been lifted. You will sense guidance in ways that feel steady rather than frantic. This is what it feels like to walk under a verdict of favor. Peace will become your compass instead of panic. You may notice that some doors close completely without explanation. Do not grieve those closures. They are part of the alignment that follows my decision. What no longer serves your destiny will not be allowed to distract you. I am clearing space for what truly belongs in your life. There will be moments when you are tempted to look back at the battle, replaying every detail. That reflection is natural, but do not live there. The case was not closed, so you could analyze the struggle endlessly. It was closed, so you could move forward without the weight of it. Let the past inform you. but never imprison you again. Comment 1010 as a declaration that you are ready to walk boldly into what I have secured for you. Your relationships will begin to reveal their true nature in this season. Some people will celebrate your freedom, while others may feel threatened by your growth. Do not let their reactions confuse you. When I elevate you, not everyone will understand the shift. Stay grounded in my approval, not in human validation. You have been strengthened in ways you do not yet fully recognize. The pressure that once felt unbearable was shaping resilience within you. The silence that felt lonely was teaching you to listen more deeply. The waiting that felt endless was training your patience. All of it was preparing you for this turning point. The enemy tried to convince you that you were losing ground. He wanted you to believe that every setback was permanent. He whispered that your best days were behind you. I am telling you clearly that those whispers were lies. The closing of your case marks the beginning of acceleration, not decline. There is also healing attached to this verdict. Emotional wounds that remained beneath the surface will begin to heal. You will find yourself responding with calm where you once reacted with anger. You will notice strength where insecurity once lived. That healing is evidence that my hand is still working. I am restoring your confidence step by step. Confidence does not mean arrogance, and it does not mean forgetting your need for me. It means knowing that you are supported and guided. It means understanding that you are not moving through life alone. That assurance will change the way you approach both opportunities and challenges. You may feel a renewed desire to pursue something you once left behind. A dream that once seemed unrealistic may rise again in your thoughts. Pay attention to those stirrings. They are not random. They are signs that you are no longer bound by the fear of failure. Comment 999 as a sign that you believe new beginnings are unfolding in your life. What is really behind the 7-second brain technique that is making headlines and creating new millionaires? A shocking CIA leak has revealed a 7-second brain ritual that is helping ordinary people wipe out debt and attract serious wealth. With proof from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into dream living. Homes, cars, vacations. It is all happening. But the government could remove this at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted forever. As this new chapter unfolds, guard your heart carefully. Do not allow negativity to settle where hope has been planted. Choose conversations that build you instead of tearing you down. Seek environments that support your growth instead of feeding your doubt. The freedom you have been given deserves protection. There will be moments of testing, not to harm you, but to confirm your growth. Situations may appear that resemble past struggles. Do not panic when they come. They are not a return to trial. They are opportunities to show that you have matured and that you trust my verdict. I am walking closely with you through this transition. You may not always feel dramatic emotion, but my presence remains steady and real. When uncertainty tries to return, pause and remember what has already been settled. Speak truth over your life instead of repeating old fears. I am strengthening you with every step. The urgency that began this journey was not meant to create anxiety. It was meant to awaken you to the seriousness of what was happening in your favor. You are not overlooked. You are not forgotten. You are not defined by your past. Your future carries a promise greater than the struggle you survived. I am aligning resources, connections, and opportunities that will support your growth. Trust that what unfolds will make sense in time. Even what seems small at first may become significant later. Stand firm in the knowledge that you are chosen and protected. Walk with gratitude instead of suspicion. Expect goodness instead of disaster. The case is closed, and you are stepping into a season shaped by my decision, not by your fear. There were times when you doubted your ability to carry anything greater. You felt worn down by constant resistance and wondered if you were strong enough for more. I allowed certain pressures to shape you without crushing you. What felt like too much was actually building capacity within you. Now that the case is closed, that capacity will begin to show. Do not be surprised if opportunities come that require quick decisions. When spiritual delay lifts, movement can happen faster than expected. I am aligning circumstances in ways that will require you to trust my guidance without hesitation. Do not overanalyze what I have already confirmed in your heart. The same authority that closed the case is leading you forward. You may also sense a shift in how you see yourself. Confidence will begin replacing insecurity in subtle ways. You will speak up where you once stayed silent. You will pursue what you once avoided. That is not pride. It is alignment with the verdict I declared over you. I am also reshaping your environment. Some connections will fade naturally because they were attached to a season of struggle. Others will strengthen because they are connected to your future. Do not cling to what is leaving. I am not removing support. I am refining it. This is a time of rebuilding trust, especially trust in me. The battle may have left you cautious, even skeptical at times. You learned to guard your heart because disappointment felt heavy. I understand that instinct, but I am asking you to let me restore your confidence in my consistency. I have not changed, and my commitment to you remains steady. There will be signs of restoration that seem small at first. A peaceful conversation where tension once lived. Unexpected provision when you were unsure how something would work out. A new idea that sparks excitement instead of fear. These are confirmations that the verdict is unfolding in your daily life. Comment 222 as a sign that you believe restoration is taking place even in small ways. I want you to notice how your prayers are shifting. They are becoming less desperate and more trusting. You are beginning to speak from assurance instead of panic. That change reflects growth within you. It shows that you are starting to live from the closure I have given, instead of from the trial you endured. There may still be moments when memories of the struggle try to pull you backward. Certain words or situations may remind you of how things once felt. In those moments, breathe and remember that you are not standing in the same place anymore. The context has changed. The verdict has been spoken. I am strengthening your discernment as well. Now that you are not distracted by constant defense, you can see more clearly. You will recognize opportunities that align with your purpose. You will sense when something does not fit. That clarity is part of my gift to you in this new season. Do not underestimate the power of gratitude right now. Gratitude keeps your heart aligned with what I have done. It reminds you that the outcome was not random. It was intentional and rooted in love. Let thankfulness anchor you when uncertainty tries to whisper again. The enemy may attempt to test your resolve by presenting minor challenges. These are not new trials. They are reminders that life still requires faith. Approach them with calm confidence instead of old fear. You are no longer fighting for a verdict. You are walking in one. There is also an increase in favor surrounding you. You may find that conversations open more easily. Doors that once felt locked may respond to a simple knock. People who once overlooked you may now recognize your value. This is not luck. It is alignment with what has already been decided. Comment 1515 as a declaration that you are stepping into favor and confidence. I am guiding you into deeper relationship with me as well. When the battle was intense, your prayers were filled with urgency. Now I want your connection with me to include joy and gratitude. Spend time with me not only when you need help, but because you desire my presence That intimacy will strengthen you further. You are also being called to encourage others who are still in their own battles. The freedom you received was not meant to isolate you. It was meant to equip you to speak hope into someone else's struggle. Share what you have learned through humility and compassion. Your story of closure can become someone else's reminder to hold on. Is it finally time to try the same CIA secret ritual that's changing lives in seconds? This newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual transforming lives overnight, scientifically validated by 4 neuroscience labs. It rewires your mind to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and exotic travel. But this secret won't be online much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently removed. There will be moments of quiet reflection where you realize how far you have come. Do not rush past those moments. Let them settle into your heart. They are evidence of growth, of endurance, and of my faithfulness. Recognizing progress builds confidence for the future. I am aligning your steps carefully, even when you do not see dramatic change. Know that subtle shifts are happening. Each decision, each connection, each opportunity is part of a larger design. Trust that the design is good. Trust that I am leading you wisely. Your identity is no longer shaped by accusation or fear. It is shaped by grace and purpose. Hold that identity firmly. When doubt tries to question your worth, answer it with truth. You are chosen, supported, and protected. The urgency that began this journey was about awareness. I needed you awake to the seriousness of what was being resolved. Now that you are aware, remain attentive. Listen for my guidance. Follow the peace I place in your heart. You are not moving into uncertainty. You are moving into preparation. What lies ahead has been carefully arranged. You do not have to strive for approval or beg for acceptance. The approval you need has already been given. Continue walking with steady confidence. Let your thoughts align with the truth that the case is closed. Let your actions reflect the freedom you have received. I am with you in every step, guiding, strengthening, and protecting. There were things you once prayed for that would have crushed you if they had arrived too early. You thought delay meant denial, but delay was protection. I was strengthening your character before releasing the responsibility attached to the blessing. Now that the verdict has shifted, you are stepping into answers that will not overwhelm you. You are stronger than you realize. You may begin to notice that your reactions are different. Where you once would have panicked, you now pause. Where you once would have assumed the worst, you now wait for clarity. That change is not accidental. It is the result of growth that took place during the trial. The case closing marked not only external freedom, but internal maturity. I want you to guard your peace fiercely. Peace is evidence of my authority in your life. When chaos tries to return, do not entertain it as if it belongs. Remind yourself that the ruling has already been made. You are not required to re-enter a courtroom that no longer exists for you. There will be moments when success begins to show in visible ways. Progress will become measurable. Others may comment on how things seem to be aligning for you. Receive those moments with humility and gratitude. They are confirmations of what was settled long before the results appeared. Do not forget the lessons from the struggle. The trial taught you empathy. It taught you patience. It taught you to seek me instead of reacting blindly. Those lessons are treasures that will guide you in this new season. The battle refined you for a reason. I am also healing areas you kept hidden. Some wounds were not visible to others, but they shaped how you saw yourself. I am gently restoring those places, so that you do not carry insecurity into your future. Confidence rooted in me will replace self-doubt rooted in past pain. That transformation is part of the closure. Comment 1717 as a sign that you are receiving inner healing and strength. You may feel an urge to apologize for taking up space or pursuing your goals. That instinct came from seasons where you felt like a burden. You are not a burden. You are a vessel with purpose. Walk boldly into rooms without shrinking to fit expectations that no longer apply. There will also be increased clarity about who truly supports you. The ones who stood quietly by you during the struggle will become more visible in your life. Value those connections deeply. They are part of the support system I have allowed to remain. At the same time, release bitterness toward those who did not understand you. You are entering a phase where discipline will matter. Freedom does not remove responsibility, it amplifies it. The case being closed means you have access to new opportunities, but you must steward them wisely. Choose consistency over impulse. Choose integrity over shortcuts. I am guiding your steps even when you cannot see the entire path. Trust the small nudges in your spirit. Trust the calm assurance that replaces anxiety. My guidance will not feel frantic. It will feel steady and clear. That is how you will know it is me. There may be moments when old voices attempt to question your worth again. They may remind you of mistakes or failures. Do not argue with them endlessly. Simply remember that the verdict stands. What I have spoken over you carries more authority than any accusation. Your faith is deepening in this season. It is becoming less dependent on dramatic signs and more grounded in trust. That quiet confidence is powerful. It allows you to move forward without constant reassurance. It reflects maturity and stability. I am also increasing your influence. You may not seek attention, but your life will begin to speak louder than before. Others will notice your peace. They will observe your growth. Some will quietly ask how you overcame what you faced. Be honest about my role in your journey. Comment 1919 as a declaration that you are stepping into influence with humility and faith. The urgency that began this journey was about awareness of a turning point. Now the focus shifts to consistency. Do not allow excitement to fade into complacency. Continue seeking me. Continue aligning your thoughts with truth. The verdict was a beginning, not an end. You are being positioned for impact. What you learn through hardship will equip you to handle responsibility with compassion. You will not lead with arrogance because you remember what it felt like to struggle. That humility will protect you from pride. There will be financial shifts for some areas of your life. Provision may come in unexpected ways. Manage it wisely. Gratitude and discipline will preserve what I provide. Do not allow fear of loss to control you. But do not be careless either. Why is the government working so hard to bury this 7-second brain ritual? A stunning CIA leak has just exposed a 7-second brain ritual, now allowing regular people to clear debt and invite unstoppable wealth. Supported by 4 neuroscience labs, this easy at-home method is transforming financial struggles into dream lifestyles. New homes, vehicles, vacations. It's all becoming possible. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I am restoring your ability to dream again. Dreams that felt foolish during the trial will now feel possible. Allow yourself to imagine a future shaped by hope instead of fear. Your imagination, when aligned with me, becomes a place where vision is born. The case being closed also means that certain spiritual attacks have lost their legal ground. You may notice fewer internal battles. Thoughts that once tormented you will lose intensity. That quietening is evidence that authority has shifted. Stay anchored in truth when circumstances fluctuate. Even in a season of favor, life will still require faith. Not every day will feel dramatic. Some days will be ordinary. In those ordinary moments, remain consistent. Growth often happens quietly. You are not the same person who cried out in desperation. You are stronger, wiser, and more grounded. The struggle did not break you. It built you. Now you are walking forward with a deeper understanding of my faithfulness. Keep your heart soft. Do not allow past pain to harden you. Remain open to love, to connection, and to possibility. The freedom you received is meant to expand your life, not shrink it. Remember that I am not distant. I am present in every detail. When you celebrate, I am there. When you reflect, I am there. When you make decisions, I am guiding quietly. I want you to pay attention to your thoughts in this season. Your mind must adjust to the truth that you are no longer fighting for survival. You are building from stability. That difference will change how you plan, how you speak, and how you approach your future. You are not scrambling anymore. You are establishing. There were nights when you felt like everything depended on you holding it together. You carried pressure that was never meant to rest entirely on your shoulders. I allowed you to feel your limits so you would understand your need for me. Now that the case is closed, you do not have to carry invisible weight anymore. I am teaching you how to move with reliance instead of strain. You may feel a growing boldness within you. It is quiet, but steady. It is not loud or aggressive, but it refuses to shrink. That boldness is a result of knowing you have been defended and cleared. When you know your name has been spoken with authority in heaven, you stop fearing every whisper on earth. There will be invitations into spaces you once thought were out of reach. Do not disqualify yourself before you even begin. The closing of your case removed limitations you assumed were permanent. What you thought was not for you may now open with surprising ease. Walk through with gratitude, not hesitation. Comment 11111 as a sign that you believe doors are opening in alignment with my decision. You must also remain humble as progress unfolds. Favor is not a reason to forget the journey that shaped you. Remember the lessons learned in waiting. Remember the strength built in silence. Those memories will keep your heart grounded and compassionate. I am restoring joy in places where stress once dominated. Simple moments will begin to feel lighter. Laughter will come more easily. You will notice gratitude rising without effort. This is not accidental. It is part of the healing that accompanies closure. The urgency that began this journey was about drawing your attention to a turning point. Now the focus is on consistency. Continue seeking me daily. Continue aligning your words with truth. Freedom must be maintained with awareness. There may still be moments of testing, not to reopen the case, but to reveal your growth. Situations may arise that resemble past challenges. Instead of reacting with fear, respond with confidence. You are not the same person anymore. The authority over your life has already been settled. Your relationships will continue to refine. Some bonds will deepen because they are rooted in authenticity. Others will fade because they were sustained by shared struggle rather than shared purpose. Do not cling to what is leaving. I am making room for what supports your destiny. I am also expanding your vision. You will begin to see beyond immediate needs and consider long-term impact. Dreams that once felt distant will feel attainable. Do not suppress those dreams out of habit. They are connected to the purpose I am unfolding in you. Comment 333 as a declaration that you are stepping into vision and clarity. Your finances, your work, your family life, and your personal growth are all under my watchful care. I am not focused on one area while neglecting another. The closure of your case affects every dimension of your life. Trust that I am aligning details you cannot see yet. There may be unexpected confirmations along the way. A word spoken at the right time, an opportunity that feels perfectly timed, a sense of peace when making a difficult decision. These are reminders that you are not walking alone. My presence is steady. Guard against complacency. Do not assume that because the battle ended, growth has stopped. Continue learning. Continue improving. Continue listening. The verdict gave you access to new territory, but you must still walk it faithfully. You are also being prepared to lead in ways you did not anticipate. Leadership does not always mean position. It means influence. It means example. Others will look at how you handled your struggle and how you handle your freedom. Let your life reflect integrity and gratitude. The enemy may attempt to plant subtle doubts, questioning whether this shift is real. Recognize that as resistance to progress. Stand firm in what has been declared. Do not entertain thoughts that contradict the truth you have already received. I am building endurance within you. Favor does not remove effort. It removes unnecessary obstacles. You will still work, still grow, still face challenges, but you will do so from a place of stability rather than fear. Stay attentive to my guidance. I will nudge you toward decisions that align with your purpose. I will restrain you from paths that would distract you. Trust those gentle corrections. They are part of my protection. Do you know why everyone's whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the globe. Proven by neuroscience. This 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You are chosen not because you are flawless, but because I have called you. You are protected not because life is simple, but because my hand is strong. You are favored not because you earned it perfectly, but because my grace covers you completely. The chapter of accusation has ended. The chapter of establishment has begun. Build wisely. Speak confidently. Walk humbly. The case remains closed, and nothing formed against you can reverse what I have already declared. You may notice that your time feels more valuable now. Distractions that once consumed, you will begin to lose their appeal. You will sense a desire to use your days intentionally instead of drifting through them. That is not pressure. It is purpose awakening within you. When your case was settled, your future became clearer, and clarity demands intention. There were habits you developed during survival mode. Some of those habits helped you endure, but they will not help you expand. I am gently guiding you to release patterns that no longer fit who you are becoming. Growth sometimes feels uncomfortable because it requires letting go of familiar coping mechanisms. Trust that what you release is being replaced with something stronger. You are also being called to guard your words. In the past, fear shaped how you spoke about your future. You were cautious, sometimes even negative, because you did not want to be disappointed. Now your speech must reflect confidence in what has been decided. Speak with hope, not hesitation. Your words carry weight in this season. There will be people who notice your change before you fully recognize it yourself. They will comment on your calm, your focus, or your confidence. Receive those observations with humility. They are signs that the internal shift is becoming visible. The closure I declared is influencing your demeanor. Comment 888 as a declaration that you are stepping into disciplined growth. I am also aligning your priorities What once felt urgent may now feel unnecessary. What once seemed small may now feel significant. This realignment is not random. It is part of preparing you for greater responsibility. When your heart values what truly matters, your decisions become wiser. There may be moments when progress feels slow again. Do not confuse steady growth with stagnation. The case is still closed. The foundation is still secure. Some seasons are about building quietly rather than celebrating loudly. Trust that quiet preparation often leads to lasting success. You are being taught consistency. During the struggle, your faith was intense, but sometimes reactive. Now your faith is becoming steady and grounded. You are learning to trust without constant emotional highs or lows. That stability will sustain you long term. I am strengthening your discernment in relationships as well. You will sense more clearly who aligns with your purpose and who drains your focus. This awareness is not meant to create pride or isolation. It is meant to protect your momentum. Surround yourself with those who encourage growth and integrity. There will be opportunities to step outside your comfort zone. Do not retreat because something feels unfamiliar. Growth requires movement. The verdict did not guarantee ease in every step. It guaranteed support in every step. Walk forward knowing you are not alone. Comment 666 as a sign that you are ready to move beyond comfort and into calling. You may also feel a deeper hunger for understanding. You will seek wisdom instead of quick results. You will ask for guidance instead of assuming you know everything. That humility is strength. It keeps you aligned with my direction. The urgency that began this journey was about awakening. Now the focus is refinement. I am refining your patience, your focus, and your resilience. Each day is an opportunity to practice the confidence you have received. Do not rush the process of becoming who you are meant to be. There will be financial, emotional, and relational decisions ahead that require maturity. Approach them thoughtfully. Do not react impulsively out of excitement or fear. The same God who closed your case is guiding your choices. Pause when needed. Seek clarity before acting. You are also being positioned to mentor others. Even if informally, your experience carries insight. Someone around you may be walking through what you already survived. Offer encouragement without arrogance. Share wisdom without judgment. Your story is a tool, not a trophy. I am building endurance into your success. Quick gains without foundation often collapse. I am giving you stability that lasts. That may mean slower progress in some areas, but it will be progress that remains. Trust my pace. You are not forgotten in the quiet moments. When days feel ordinary, I am still at work. When tasks feel routine, I am still shaping you. Faithfulness in small things prepares you for greater influence. Do not overlook the importance of daily consistency. Guard against comparison. As your life shifts, you may look at others and measure your progress against theirs. That mindset will steal joy. Your journey is unique. The case I closed for you was specific to your path. Stay focused on your assignment. I am also restoring your confidence in your own abilities. During the struggle, you may have doubted your competence. Now you will begin to see your strengths more clearly. Recognize them as gifts. Develop them responsibly. Use them to serve, not to dominate. The peace you carry now is evidence of transformation. It is not weakness. It is strength under control. When others react emotionally, you will respond thoughtfully. That difference will distinguish you. Continue seeking my presence daily. Do not let progress replace dependence. The strength you feel comes from connection. Stay connected. Stay attentive. Stay grateful. The case remains closed and your path is unfolding. You are not returning to old battles. You are building a new chapter. Walk with discipline, speak with confidence, lead with humility. I am watching how you handle ordinary days. Freedom is not only proven in big moments, it is revealed in how you manage routine, how you respond to inconvenience, and how you treat people when there is nothing to gain. The closing of your case gave you access to peace, but you must choose to maintain it. Peace is protected through discipline and awareness. Is it really possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial struggle into overnight wealth? This leaked CIA-backed study uncovers a 7-second money ritual that's changing lives right now. Endorsed by 4 neuroscience labs, it reprograms your brain to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now living their dream lives. Luxury homes, new vehicles, exotic travel. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. There may be moments when you miss the intensity of the battle. Struggle can create a strange sense of purpose because everything feels urgent. Now that urgency has shifted and you may feel a quiet space that seems unfamiliar. Do not confuse calm with emptiness. Calm is stability. It is the foundation for long-term growth. I am teaching you how to build without fear. In the past, you may have rushed decisions because you felt time was running out. You may have accepted less than you deserved because you doubted better would come. That mindset no longer fits your reality. The verdict settled your value. Build from that understanding. Comment 444 as a declaration that you are building from peace instead of pressure. You will notice that your boundaries are becoming clearer. You are less willing to tolerate disrespect. You are more aware of what drains your energy. This is not selfishness. It is stewardship. Protecting your focus ensures that you can invest your strength with where it truly matters. There will be invitations that look appealing, but do not align with your purpose. You must learn to say no without guilt. Every opportunity is not your assignment. The case being closed does not mean every door is yours to walk through. It means the right doors will remain open without force. I am also strengthening your emotional intelligence. You will sense when to speak and when to remain silent. You will recognize when someone needs encouragement and when someone needs space. This awareness is part of the maturity that developed through your trial. Use it wisely. Your confidence will continue to grow, but it must remain anchored in humility. Remember how it felt to need grace. Remember how it felt to depend on me completely. Those memories will keep your heart soft and your actions compassionate. Growth without humility becomes pride, and pride weakens what I build. There will be days when progress feels slow again. Do not interpret that as regression. Growth often moves in seasons. Some seasons are about expansion, others are about strengthening roots. Roots are not visible, but they are essential. Trust that invisible growth is still growth. Comment 1414 as a sign that you trust the unseen work taking place in your life. I am guiding you to manage your energy carefully. Not every conflict deserves your attention. Not every opinion deserves your response. Choose wisely where you place your focus. Your time and peace are valuable resources. Steward them with wisdom. You are also being prepared for influence that requires integrity. People will observe how you handle success. They will notice whether you remain grounded or become careless. Let your actions reflect gratitude. Let your decisions reflect wisdom. Influence without integrity cannot last. I am restoring your sense of vision in practical ways. You will begin setting goals with clarity instead of fear. You will make plans based on possibility rather than limitation. This shift in perspective is part of the new chapter. You are no longer bracing for loss. You are preparing for growth. Guard against complacency. The closing of your case was not the end of effort. It was the beginning of opportunity. Continue learning. Continue improving. Continue seeking guidance. Stay hungry for growth without becoming anxious about results. There may be moments when others misunderstand your change. They may say you are different. They may question your boundaries or your new focus. Do not shrink to satisfy their expectations. You have evolved. Growth naturally creates distance from old versions of yourself. I am also deepening your relationship with me in quieter ways. During the battle, you cried out with intensity. Now I am inviting you into steady conversation. Speak with me in gratitude, in reflection, and in planning. Let our connection shape your daily choices. Your peace is a testimony. It speaks without words. When others see calm where they expected chaos, they will wonder what changed. The answer is simple. Authority shifted. The case was closed. Freedom replaced fear. Stay attentive to your thoughts. If negativity tries to return, confront it gently but firmly. Replace it with truth. You are not under accusation. You are under grace. You are not scrambling for approval. You are walking in acceptance. There will be financial and professional opportunities that require discernment. Some will be stepping stones. Others will be distractions. Seek clarity before committing. I will guide you if you remain attentive. You are also learning patience in success. Rapid change can feel exciting, but sustainable growth requires pacing. Do not rush ahead simply because progress feels good. Move steadily. Move wisely. Let each step build on the last. The urgency that began this journey was about awakening you to a turning point. Now you are living in the steady rhythm of that shift. This is where maturity shines. This is where discipline protects blessing. Continue forward with quiet confidence. Let your life reflect stability instead of chaos. Let your choices reflect wisdom instead of impulse. The case remains closed, and nothing can reopen what I have sealed. You are building something lasting now. Every disciplined decision adds strength to your foundation. Every moment of restraint preserves your peace. Every act of humility protects your influence. I am with you in the ordinary and the extraordinary. I am guiding you through daily routines and major decisions alike. Trust that the same authority that ended your struggle is sustaining your growth. Keep walking, keep building, keep trusting. There were seasons when you woke up already tense, already expecting difficulty. Your mind would race before your feet even touched the floor. That posture of defense was understandable then, but it is no longer necessary now. The verdict I declared has changed your position. You are no longer waiting for judgment. You are standing in acceptance. Could a CIA-leaked brainwave ritual be the fastest shortcut to a life of luxury? Newly released CIA research has exposed a jaw-dropping brainwave technique said to help everyday people attract massive wealth almost instantly. This 7-second home ritual, proven by 4 neuroscience labs, is transforming debt into dream houses, cars, and luxury getaways. If you are reading this, consider yourself lucky. The page could be taken down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments to learn the secret before it is gone forever.